what's up, Juss Sweets family? Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be showing you how I make some Guyanese Mithai. So this is what you're gonna need. You're gonna need some sugar, some flour, oil, nutmeg, cinnamon. I have evaporated milk here, but you can use any kind of milk that you want, regular milk, coconut milk, oat milk, it doesn't really matter. Water and some butter here. Let's get into it. Okay guys, so I'm gonna be measuring all of this out. If you see some little hands here, it's my son. He wants to be a little helper today. So we're gonna go in with some flour first. Leave the Keurig. Undo. Okay. 2 cups of flour. You do it. Put a stick. We're gonna do a teaspoon of cinnamon. Teaspoon of nutmeg. You guys stay still, you're gonna fall. And a tablespoon of sugar, but since he dropped my tablespoon on the floor, I'm just gonna do 3 teaspoons. A little bit of sugar, right? Like that. And I'm just going to, this is my butter here, I'm gonna need that. I'm just gonna mix this with my hand a little bit. Combine everything together. Now I'm going to rub in my butter. This is 2.5 tablespoons of butter. You want to make sure everything is well incorporated. Stop touching stuff. Okay, so this is what it's looking like. You can barely see the butter, and that's what you kind of want. Now I'm gonna go in with my milk. Slowly pour in some. You don't want a sticky dough like roti, so you need to be careful. You can put in milk, but you can't take it out, so just be careful. Mommy do this part, okay? So this is about a third, fourth of a cup of milk that I'm using. You coming down? You going on the floor? You leaving me? Oh no, we don't need no more. No more. All done. I'll be right back when my dough is done. Okay, this is what my dough is looking like after it is combined and kneaded. I actually don't need to let this rest at all, so I'm gonna get ready to roll this out, and I'll see you in a couple seconds. Okay guys, so I'm back. As you can see here, my dough is here, and it's on a lightly floured surface, and I'm just gonna roll this out to about inch or a half inch thick. You don't want it too thick because then you'll have a doughy center. After you fry it, so. My oil is also heating right now. And you don't want the oil to be too hot because then the outside will cook and the inside won't. So you want it to be like just right. So using my knife, I'm going to just start to cut some strips. I would use a pizza cutter, but I can't seem to figure out where I put mine, so. You can also just like take little pieces of dough and like roll them in your hand. That's kind of how I act. Like this might be easier to some people, but this is how I learned to do it growing up, right here. Just roll it in your hand. It gives it a more rigid type of look as opposed to this just puffing up. I might do a couple of both. So you can do it as long as or as short as you want. So you just keep cutting until all of your mithai is cut up. So like I said, you can do this either way. You can either roll it out and cut it up, or you can take little pieces like so and roll it between your hand. So I have my oil here, and I'm just gonna start putting some in there, and they will get golden brown. You'll know they're done when the bubbles like subside and they'll float to the top. Be careful when you do this because the oil can pop up back at you. I'm gonna get a bowl ready with some paper towel for when it's time to take them out. Okay guys, so I just took out my first batch of mithai, and this is what it's looking like. Now I'm going to fry up all the rest, and then I'm going to show you the next step. Be right back. Okay guys, so right here I have a cup of sugar, and I'm going to add a 1/3 cup of water, and this is going to be the sugary outside. It gives it that extra gotta have that part. I'm just going to let the sugar melt down completely, and I will show you, it'll start to bubble and get clear, and then when the bubbles are really rigorous around the edges, that's when you kind of want to take it off. I'll show you what that looks like when it's time. But my sugar is on, and I'm doing my last batch of mithai right there. So I'm putting my sugar on now, so they'll kind of be done together. So I just wanted to show you the progress of my sugar. This is what it's looking like only after about a minute, but it's getting there. But remember, you want it to be clear. Okay guys, so this is really what you want to see, and you can't really see it. Well, maybe you can, but like there's some crystallization on the sides. But this is basically done, and so are all my mithai. So I'm going to turn this off. I'm going to bring this over here and pour in my sugar syrup. And one second. So I'm basically about to just stir this until the sugar crystallizes all over the mithai. You want to be careful because the sugar can burn you, so make sure you're careful. It's going to get sticky while it dries, but don't worry, it'll be where it needs to be soon. If you have a metal bowl, it would be easier to do it in the metal bowl because the metal bowl will cool down the sugar quicker. But I gotta use what I got, right? I'll be back to show you what it looks like when it's all done. So guys, here it is, my mithai. I'm gonna let this cool down all the way, and then I'm gonna dig in because these smell so good. But yeah, once these are all cool, I'm gonna show you what they look like. But they basically look similar. But this is what you want it to look like. All right, and you see the crystallization on the side. It's gonna give you that extra crunch on the outside, and that's what you want to see. Okay guys, so this is my mithai after it has sat for a little bit. As you can see, I transferred it into a different bowl, but these are all ready to eat, and I already taste tested it and it tastes so good. So I really hope you guys try out this recipe, and please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.